right here, this nigga right here, that was my motherfucking homeboy. He from motherfucking Mississippi just like me. That motherfucker from Sabuda, Mississippi. And guess what? He done made me mad. I'm gonna tell you what this motherfucker did. This was my homeboy, like I said. This motherfucker's name is Windell. Now, his daddy named him Windell. Now, this motherfucker was gay when he was in school. And he was kind of sweet. And then nobody in school liked him. But I tried to make that motherfucker my friend. And I was cool with him. And all throughout school and shit, we was cool. Me and Windell was cool. But see, Windell, he didn't even like his own name. He used to call himself Windell. When you ask him his name, he say, man, what's your name? He say, Windell. So everybody knew he was sweet because he was feminine. He talked feminine. But as we got older, you know, he used to always talk about how he wanted to be famous, how he wanted to be a famous drag queen like RuPaul. And I used to tell him, say, man, you know, you can't be, you know what I'm saying, you can't be thinking, you know what I'm saying, you can't be thinking like that, man. You know what I'm saying? RuPaul that ain't nobody to want to be like. And that was his idol, RuPaul. And I was like, you know what, man, you do what you want to do. So this is where he fucked my head up. One day he said, man, you know what? I'm finna leave, man. I'm finna go to California, and I'm finna get me a TV show, and I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be the famous drag queen in the world. And I said, man, you is got your rabbit. You crazy, man. You crazy. So he left. He asked me for $25 so he can help him get him a bus ticket, and I gave it to him, and he left. So Windell went to California. He left about 2 years before I did. Now, I'm going to tell you this story about Windell, because this right here, Windell ain't right. Windell is not right. This motherfucker did me wrong. He came out here and got him a job at Fox Studios. He told me how he came up. See, Windell when we was young, Windell used to read all them Illuminati books and all that shit. And he knew that. He told me, he said, man, the only way we can be rich, we got to go somewhere where the rich people are and join the Illuminati. We got to go to, like, Hollywood. In order to be famous, we got to go to Hollywood. And I said, man, I ain't doing no gay shit to be rich. But since he was already soft, he didn't care. He was like, I'd do whatever it takes. And I believe him. So he left and he went on to California, and he called me, said he got a job at Fox Studios. He said he did his research, and he said he found out that all the motherfuckers in Fox Studios is gay. That the gayest place to work at is Fox Studios. Now that's what he told me. So I turned around and I said, how you know this? He said, everybody in here gay. I get along real good. I'm a janitor. And everybody like me. They think I'm some of the biggest people. I'm one of the biggest people that work in here. So Windell locked his eyes on one of the producers. He found out that he was gay. And see, Windell was smooth. Windell had that charisma about himself. He can catch and trim a man that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, gay, and turn him out. But see, if they was already gay, that wasn't no problem for Windell. That made the job just a little more easier. So Windell slick ass, let me tell you what the slick ass did. I'm mad at this motherfucker. And I told him I was going to tell the world about it. Now, this motherfucker seen the damn producer walking by one day, and he was in the janitor closet. So he didn't have his outfit to dress drag real quick to catch him. So he called the man, he stuck his head out the janitor closet and said, hey, Johnny. And Johnny stopped. He said, hey, what are you doing, Windell? He said, I need to show you something. Can you come in here real quick? And when he did it, he had the mop across his shoulder, and the mop head was over his head, and it kind of looked like he had a blonde wig on. And the white boy got attracted to him and said, yeah, I come in there, what you want? So he went in there. When that white man went in that room, when he came out, this motherfucker here, his name was Wendy. That motherfucker did what he had to do. He sucked his way all the way to the top. Now look at him. He got breasts, thighs. This shit's scary, man. I know him. I really know him. His name is Windell. Windell Williams. From Sabuda, Mississippi. That motherfucker. What really pissed me off, what made me want to expose him, I'm going to tell y'all what this motherfucker did to me. I told that motherfucker, I called him. I said, man, I'm out here in California, man. It's your boy, MR.SNAGGAPUSS. I'm out here in California, man. I'm trying to get on TV like you, man. Can you help me? This motherfucker was talking sweet and hung the phone up in my face. Said, I can't help you. Click. You gotta do what I did. I told you. I'm like, damn. In order to get in, they want to win. In order for you to be famous, they want to touch your anus. Ain't that some crazy shit? It'll never happen to Mr. Snaggapuss, though. I'm like David Chappelle. I hope he ain't never failed. So far, last time I checked, he was the strongest man standing. David Chappelle wasn't going for that shit. Why I gotta play a gay role? I ain't gay, motherfucker, and ain't nothing about me gonna play it. I can't act nothing that I ain't. And, you know, it is what it is. But some people don't give a fuck. And I don't give a fuck now. That's why I'm exposing my homeboy. This nigga name is not Wendy Williams. His name is Windell. Windell Williams from Shibuya, Mississippi. And everybody know him. He was an ugly motherfucker when he was a kid. You ain't never seen an ugly motherfucker like you seen that ugly motherfucker when he was a kid. If you take that wig off that nigga right now, and them diamond rings, and that dress off, that picture will scare the shit out you. That motherfucker ain't even a butterhead. Everything on his body fucked up. Look at it. Look at him. This motherfucker's got a TV show. Listen at him, though. Listen how he sound, though.
Off while they're on the road together. They're touring. What does she want with an abusive child black man?
You see that shit? Do you see that shit? Ain't she scandalizing my boy Chris Brown? You ugly mother. He was a he, she when he left. Everybody know who the fuck he is. I hope y'all don't get mad for me for doing this shit. But I'm Mr. Snaggapuss, and I don't give a fuck. I'm the hardest working man in comedy. And when I see something that needs to be exposed, goddammit, I do it. Michael Moore ain't got shit on me, goddammit. But you see shit like this, they need shit like this off TV. My kid can turn around and accidentally turn that TV on and see this motherfucker. This ain't normal. This is not radical thinking. Society has done accepted this shit, and this is not right. It ain't right. It ain't right. Look at it. Look at him. The nigga cut his Adam apple off. That's a dangerous motherfucker. That is a dangerous motherfucker. I'm telling you now. Y'all talking about crazy people in the world, but look at this motherfucker right here. If you don't call that crazy, what the fuck you call it? This man think he's a woman.
You think that you could, if you were John Travolta, you'd be able to just ring up the phone and eat anywhere you want? Apparently not.
This man really thinks he's a woman.
And he called up the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And he fucking with motherfuckers that really got swag.
He said he wanted a large table.
But it's crazy. If you see the motherfuckers on this nigga TV show, 9 times out of 10 they gay. That's what the books say. You gotta be gay. Gays fuck with gays. You know, they say a bird and a feather flock together. You are what your friends are. That's crazy. I hope y'all boycott this motherfucker off TV. Cause this is the type of shit we don't need on TV no more. This is the type of shit that made that man go in the damn theater and shoot up all these people. Cause motherfuckers like that making millions of dollars and motherfuckers with PhDs and damn college degrees can't get a job. This nigga didn't pass the 5th grade. Look at it. Look at this nigga. Look at that nigga. Now look at your man. Now look at this nigga. Now look at your man. Now look at this nigga. Now tell me, do you want your man to look like this nigga? Well, if he got any kind of sweet voice in him, 9 times out of 10 on Friday night when he disappeared, he with that nigga right there. So don't be ashamed or don't feel bad when you find out he in the closet. Because all of them, they be in the closet, they just waiting to bust out. They had money, they'll bust out. All of them coming out. It just don't matter no more when you got money. Look at it, Wendy. It should have been Windell. The Windell Williams Show. God damn it. The Windell Williams Show. That's what it should have been. That nigga name is Windell Williams. Like I said, Windell, goddamn it. You don't like it? Suck a dick. But that's what he'll do if you ask him. You say, ask him, do he like it? He'll tell you, yeah. That's why his name Windell. Wendy.